Good morning, church. Last week we learned about the Oikos map, which is a tool to identify people in our sphere of influence who we can pray for and who we can share the gospel with. This week we're going to learn about the 15-second testimony. So the 15-second testimony is exactly what it sounds like. It's a short testimony. And by having a 15-second testimony, we're able to expand it to a 15-minute testimony as opposed to having a 15-minute testimony and trying to condense it down to a 15-second testimony. In today's fast-paced world, sometimes we don't have that much time for a conversation. So the 15-second testimony is perfect for an elevator pitch or just a short conversation or feeling out if you can have a conversation with somebody. So I'm going to go over the 15-second testimony, my 15-second testimony, and then we'll give you guys a chance to create yours. So there was a time in my life where I was depressed and addicted. But then I came to know Jesus and understood that I was forgiven of my sins, so I decided to follow him. After following Jesus, my life was filled with more joy, and I was free from addiction. Do you have a story like that? So that is my 15-second testimony. Now we're going to ask you to come up with 2 words that describe your life before knowing Christ, and 2 words to describe your life after knowing Christ. We're going to do that now. Okay, so now that you've come up with your 4 words, you have the basic framework of your 15-second testimony. Now I'm going to go through my 15-second testimony again, and I'm going to fill in my 4 words so you can see them, and then we'll give you guys a chance to practice that on your own. So there was a time in my life where I was depressed and addicted. But then I came to know Jesus Christ, and I found out he could forgive me for my sins, so I decided to follow him. After following Christ, my life was filled with more joy. And I also experienced freedom from addiction. Do you have a story like that? Okay, so that's my testimony again. Now, you're going to look to the person beside you and you're going to practice your 15-second testimony with them. Let's do that now. Okay, so that's the 15-second testimony. It's very short and it's very simple and it's very effective at starting a spiritual conversation. Now, we're going to come up with a few goals in a second here. We're going to come up with the who and the when. So we're going to think of somebody, anybody, whether it's in our Oikos map or not, who we can share our 15-second testimony with. We're also going to think of someone we know who is a Christian who we can train this tool in so that they can use it to reach more people. And finally, we're going to come up with a time or a place that we want to accomplish this, just so we have a time-specific goal so it's more likely to happen. And there you have it. That's your 15-second testimony.